Welcome to the Brew Coachman Show, where we discuss how to live your best life. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good
Thank you for
evening.
joining us this evening. Welcome to the Brew Coachman Show. My name is B. Moore, your hostess for this evening. And as usual, I'm with my partner,
Coachman.
Nice to have you with us this evening. Hope you had a good day. So today, our topic for today is going to be on what we've been on about you, your inner self. Today, we're going to talk about inner exploration versus inner exploitation. So what does that mean to you?
Very interesting.
To me, inner exploration is basically, spending time on your inner self. Things like self-awareness, your thoughts, your actions, focusing on them, which all points to whom you are at the end of the day. It's basically, just going back in time, looking at your actions over time, and finding out why you act the way you do. And basically just spending time on your inside, exploring yourself, on your inside and getting like something positive out of it, something that should push you to do better, versus inner exploitation, which is basically the same thing, but, in a negative manner. You know what they say about not dwelling on the past and moving forward? You can't dwell on the past if you learn from your past, if you get something good, from your past. Inner exploitation is basically like going into your past, dwelling on the past and beating yourself up over what it is that you had done in the past over and over again.
I'm not learning from it.
And not learning from it. Instead you're allowing that to make you feel bad, to bring you down. It kills your belief in yourself and all of that. That's what I understand. Coach, what do you think?
Well, let's start with Socrates, one of my all-time favorite philosophers. He says the unexamined life is not worth living. Let me repeat, the unexamined life is not worth living. Inner exploration is what you do to the world. Inner exploitation is what the world does to you.
That's another way of looking at it, guys.
Yeah? What the world does to you. Because you have to learn to live an intentional life. That's what exploration is. How am I going to wake up today? What am I going to do today? You have to be deliberate. The awareness you create, the ability to introspection is key. Introspection is your chief ally in exploring yourself. How have I spent my time since this month? Today, as I speak right now, it's 8:39. What have I done for the past 20 hours? 4 more hours, 00006 new day. What am I doing? Inner exploration gives you a map, a roadmap to where you're going with your life and purpose. It makes you understand yourself more.
Okay.
It gives you vision. It opens the inner eyes, the eyes of spirit. You begin to realize that you're here for a reason. You're here for a purpose. It is a light and a beacon of hope in your inner world.
A light and a beacon of hope.
Yes, in your inner world. You see things from a different perspective. Even when you're going through hardship, you know it's all for the good. All things work
together for good.
For those that love the Lord and are called to according to his purpose. And what is according to his purpose? The inner exploration. Not be conformed to this world.
Not be transformed.
But the renewing. In exploration. When you renew, don't you...
when you renew,
you're exploring. You're moving. Exploration means you're moving. Movement.
Yeah.
Movement. Exploitation means that you're stagnant. You're not deliberate. You're not thinking. You are the victim of a world that wants you to stand still.
So basically, exploitation, inner exploitation, you're allowing the world basically take advantage of you.
And they run you straight. When they run you straight, you're a clown.
But how is that inner exploitation? I can understand the concept of exploitation in that regard, but how does that connect to you as in your inner world?
There's no filter, there's no barrier. Everything you see from the world hits you. There's no shock absorber. You just act according to what you are told to act on.
So basically you are reacting.
You're not creating, exactly. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, but you should not just react, you should create. You should have a filter. Adventure, exploration tells you, this thing that has happened to me, how best do I interpret it? From what perspective do I look at it? So you look at the spiritual and you say, okay, what will God have me do on this? How best? This is not what happens to you that matters. Is what? It's how you react to it. Perception is everything.
Yeah.
So that's what that's what exploration does to you. You learn to see things in its own true perspective. You learn to see things for the value they bring to your life, not for the pain they cause to you. Inner exploitation helps you to just see the pain. I'm broke, I don't have any money. But I'll give an example. Folks, it's a tough one. I'm going through a very tough time right now. I just moved into we're trying to build this media, Book Coachman Media. It's been a tough life. Every day I have to go out there. And you know how big Lekki is, for those of you who've been to Lekki one. I have to walk the streets of Lagos. No money in my pocket, nothing. But I have to stay strong because I am exploring my future in my mind. So when I'm setting out, I'm not seeing the hardship. I'm not seeing the sun shining on me. I'm not seeing people laughing at me. I'm not seeing my friends drive past me and think, what's this guy doing? Why is he walking all over the place? What I'm saying is the achievement and the fulfillment of my purpose. That's what I'm saying. That's exploration. So from the inner to the outer. Now, if I was being exploited, I wouldn't want to walk the streets. I'm sorry. No matter what you tell me, I wouldn't want to. I'll be so shy.
So basically, as in every day, probably like, oh, it's me. Nothing.
Why me?
Oh my
Exactly.
God.
Exactly. Why me? Why am I going through this? I'll give excuses. When you engage in inner exploration, you give results. When you engage in inner exploitation,
You give
give
excuses.
excuses. That's the difference. I can't go out because I don't have any money. I had the right to say that this morning. I can't go out. No, I'm sorry, I don't have any money. What will my friends think? What a great coach? What will they say? The coachman doing what in Lucky One? Nah, the guy yab. But because I have an idea of where I'm headed to, I need to achieve that. You see, I tell people that it is the spiritual life that gives you the ability to make the best of a life that is tough. And guess what, viewers? For those of you who are wondering what's the best way to survive today's world, it's all about inner exploration, really.
So basically, inner exploration gives you, as in with inner exploration, you're able to create a picture of the future that you want. And because you have spent time on that, you're actually able to believe it enough to be able to after it. As in, so it's almost like you have received a prophecy, right? But rather than just sit down on your oars and wait for the prophecy to come to you, or have nothing happen and then you get deterred because nothing is happening, you actually go out there. Okay, you have this in your hand, you can see it in your mind's eye, you've seen the vision, and then you go out and run with it.
Absolutely.
To make sure that it comes to light.
Inner exploration leads to be more.
Makes you be more.
Makes you be
Makes
more.
you want to be more.
Desire more. You go after more. You're not thinking of the hardship. You're not thinking of the problems. You're thinking of the results. Imagine what the Bible says in Hebrews 11. It talks about the Hall of Fame, the men that went before us. The Bible talks about people who the world was not worthy. What would make a Paul know that going to Rome would lead to his death, and said to Rome will go? He had to exploration. He said, for me to die is Christ, and to live is, for me to live is Christ, and to die is what? Gain. Yeah. So inner exploration is the difference between the mediocre and the meritocrat. It's the difference between greatness and ordinary people. Because if you do not stand for something, guess what will happen? You fall for everything. You've got inner exploration anchors you, makes you steadfast, gives you that power of consistency and purpose that you should have in dealing with life. Because guess what? Life is not ordinary, it's spiritual. Life is spiritual. And that's the strength you use to face life. And I tell people, Gen Z, I hope you're listening out there. I tell Gen Z, you cannot have an entitled sense of life and explore yourself. You will exploit yourself. Or you want to live the soft life, baby girl life.
You don't want to lift a finger.
No, you don't want to.
You were born for the soft life.
Exactly. You just want to, play with your phone, listen to some good music, watch a movie, and make money. How does that work? See, that's the problem. In today's world, the younger generation from 40 down, they're going through inner exploitation. They're not developing themselves. They're not bringing out the best in themselves. They're not going the extra mile. They don't want to stress. How does that work? And I tell people, it's your thoughts and words that you explore every day that stretches you. It stretches your life. People ask me, you don't look your age. Of all your classmates, you look good. It's because of the thoughts. I ruminate on those thoughts every day, and they keep me young and strong. They give me the energy that most young people don't even have. Because they stretch me each day. I have a greater purpose. I have a dream. I meet people. That's why when I walk into a place and I take control. Because I've taken control of my own life.
Yeah.
So I can command respect. So you're not looking at what this guy is wearing or what he's not wearing, or whether he has a car or not, but he's sounding intelligent. It sounded responsible. There's something to him. And in that moment, I explore you too.
Explore, exploit.
Explore, please.
So guys, basically from what Coach has said here, and I tend to agree with him, inner exploration is key. When you spend time on inner exploration, it gives you the courage to be able to deal with the challenges
The
that life
audacity.
throws at you every day. You make a decision to be positive no matter what comes at you.
No
every
matter
day.
what.
Because through inner exploration, you have seen in your mind's eye the future that you desire, and you believe in it so well that you go out there and get it. So when life throws its usual mess
Curveball.
at you, it's
Yeah.
curveball at you, you are able to, as it were, make lemons
Out of
lemonade rather
out of
the
lemon,
lemons that life throws at you. So you're able to get a life, you're able to go through whatever it is
You have to go
that
the
life
extra
throws
mile.
at you. Yeah, exactly. You're able to go the extra mile rather than complain about the challenges that you face. Because let's face it, man, life isn't easy a lot of times. Life isn't easy. Life throws curveballs. Life throws challenges at you on the daily. So it depends. Are you going to keep a positive mindset, deal with the challenges, and keep moving forward? Or are you going to let those challenges pull you back? Are you going to let your failures of yesterday pull you back? Are you going to go back and listen to some negativity that has been said to you in the past and dwell on that and allow that cripple you even further? Or are you going to learn from those failures? Say, okay, yes, I messed up this time around, but where did I mess up? Okay, this and this is what I did wrong. Take a lesson from it and then move forward. At least when you take a lesson from it, you've already found a way, or you've learned something that you won't do anymore in the future, right? So inner exploration is key, guys. So this is what we've been talking about for the last couple of days, dwelling on your inner self, exploring your inner self. Who am I? All of these things all point to inner exploration in a nutshell, right, Coach?
Absolutely. But think about what the Bible says in Psalm 1. Blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked, who does not mix with sinners or stand with the ungodly, but his delight, exploration, is in the law of the Lord, and on this law he meditates
on it day and night.
Is that not exploration? He is like a tree planted by streams of water. In all he does, he shall what?
Prosper.
Not sow the chaff. The inner exploitation. They are like chaff that the wind does.
By the wind.
Exactly.
That's what happens with a lot of people in the world today. Just go where the wind blows you.
Go with the trends.
I think, I hate to admit it, a lot of us in Nigeria today, as in, do that. Complain about what's going on. Or things are not, we let ourselves get exploited.
Every day.
The powers that be out there. So, guys, let's wake up. Let's take time and start doing some inner exploration, and let's see where that takes us. I think it might take us to somewhere lots better than where we are at the moment. Thank you for being with us this evening. Thank you for spending time with us. We hope that you will go home and think on these thoughts and start doing some inner exploration. And as you do so, please drop comments, for us on your journey, about your journey. We'd like to learn. We'd like to go on the journey with you. I would like you to journey with us as we go to. Have a nice evening, folks. See you next time. Enjoy your night. From me, Be More, Coach.
Have a wonderful life. Explore self. It's all yours. It's your life, really.
Thank you for watching the Brew Coachman Show. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join us next time for another exciting episode.